Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, happy Monday. Today is Monday evening, the day that they call is the serious day. But after after 2 o'clock, it doesn't seem to be that serious anymore. So has it been? Okay, be that as it may, we're here to learn and get one or two, to also get one or two information today. I'm glad to be bringing to you elevator pitch, elevator pitch today, how to deliver a powerful elevator pitch. You see, you can't run away from negotiation. You can't run away from selling. You sell every day. You must sell every day. Life is about selling. Life is about negotiation. You must sell every day. Okay, so it is an important part of human life and existence that we're able to sell, to negotiate. On a constant basis, we are negotiating, we are selling, we are making pitch, we are talking to people, on a constant basis. Just look at life. Every day you might have to approach somebody new. You might have to approach a taxi driver. You might have to approach. You might have to approach someone in the supermarket. You might have to approach a supplier. You might have to approach. Just guess. You might have to approach. Oh, you might have to approach your intended spouse. You might have to approach. Guess the list is endless of the people that you can approach or you have to approach, and how you approach them, what you say is very important. How you articulate that thing you say is very important. How you put it is very important. Your gesticulation, your everything that you do must be passing on that particular message, because we are watching, the world is watching, people are watching to see exactly how you pass on that message. So delivering an excellent, powerful and winning elevator pitch is a must for every business person. Is a must for everybody. And tonight I just want you, if you don't know what elevator pitch is, I will bring understanding to you. If you understand what it means, I'm going to give you some steps and some examples of how to build an elevator pitch. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to developing an excellent elevation pitch. Welcome once again. What's an elevator? What's an elevator pitch? Elevator pitch is simply a form of impromptu sales speech. Is a form of impromptu sales speech to market one's services or products. If opportune, to meet an extremely busy, very important personality or a prospective client unexpectedly, what do? You have to have an elevator pitch. I think in one of my books, I think it's Secret of Divine Selection, my first book, I talked about a 5-minute rule. What do you say when you come in contact with someone that can be a destiny helper, or that is able to help your business or career in a very huge way? So now the same thing applies for elevator pitch. Elevator pitch is that impromptu sales that impromptu speech that you use to market your product or service once this opportunity comes. And this opportunity comes if you're opportune to be before an extremely busy VIP or very important personality or prospective client. What do you do suddenly, unexpectedly? How do you market yourself? Because sometimes I've had many cases where people, it's even happened to me, when unexpectedly you meet the people you've been longing to meet and ask questions, but when you meet them, you're not prepared, and that opportunity seems to come and go. Okay, so let's take, for instance, now you meet Dangote. We all know Dangote in Nigeria and in Africa. I think I want to believe is the richest African. The richest African is Dangote. I don't know if it's the richest black man, but I know it's the richest African. Can you sell your service to a busy businessman like Dangote? Not just sell, convince him on why he needs your service and collect his contact card in 1 minute. That is the goal. That is the objective. You suddenly meet him in an elevator in a very expensive 5-star hotel. Oh, you meet him abroad, or you meet him in Lagos or Abuja, anywhere, and you say to him, and you have that opportunity, what do you do? Will you be able to pitch something to him, what you do, collect his card? But for him to give you your card, you must have ignited some form of interest. There's something you must have ignited that will make him say, okay, let me give you a card, because you have said something. That is a powerful pitch. And today I would teach you how to develop that powerful pitch, that powerful elevator pitch. Imagine if you're about to enter an elevator and you see Aliko Dangote inside the elevator. Will you just greet him and say nothing, or will you make the most of that opportunity that has come your way? You just have to sell yourself. You just have to sell something. This might just be a once in a lifetime opportunity that is coming your way. So you need to grab it with 2 hands, because it might not happen to you again. This is the essence of elevator pitch. Okay. Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity. Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity. A friend of mine bumped into a former VIP client, very important client, when he was working for his last boss. Met him at the airport, and they exchanged pleasantries, and he was asked what his new company does. What do you now do? Because the VIP had that he has left his boss. So he said, what do you do? Okay, and he opened his mouth and then paused. Why? Because he had so many, over 1 million things going through his mind. He didn't know where to start. He didn't know what to say. So he was just like stuck. He was just like stuck there. He didn't know where to start. Everything was so important to him. And just when he was about to organize his thoughts, they announced the flight of the VIP, and the guy had to walk. And this man held his head at the airport and said, oh, the greatest folly greatest calamity that can happen to a businessman is to meet somebody like that, and you are not prepared what to say to him. If he had been better prepared, at least he would have been able to ignite interest in his work and possibly schedule a meeting and maybe get a complimentary card. But he did not say anything important. So he was like the man on my screen here. He was with his hands on his head and saying, what a missed opportunity. This is a situation where he helps. For each and every one of us, we must have an elevator pitch. What is this elevator pitch? It's a very short, pre-prepared speech that explains what your organization does clearly and succinctly in a way that is clear and people can see it and understand, people can hear and understand. So in this presentation, we will explore situations where it is this elevator pitch is useful, and also look at ways that we can craft. I want to teach you and give you a way to craft, to develop your own powerful elevator pitch. It takes a while, but it's something you can perfect within a short, a short time, and be able to use it effectively wherever you go. See, this pitch, you can have 5 different pitches for 5 different scenarios. You can have pitch for social, professional, for colleague, for your boss, for business, for you name it. You can have your own pitch, prepare it, and you can use it. And let me tell you, pitches, they open door for you because you are prepared. You just hit it, and somebody is hearing exactly what you want them to hear. And once they hear that, once they are hearing those things, that exactly what you want them to hear, what you want them to hear, they ignite interest in them. And once that interest is ignited, what happens is that you have made a contact, you made a sale, you made a relationship, you made a sale, you have done something that will bring you into the mind of that person continually. All right. Okay, so let's see some elevator pitch techniques. An elevator pitch technique. What is an elevator pitch technique? What is the mindset behind this technique? What is the mindset behind this elevator pitch technique? An elevator pitch is a brief, persuasive speech that you use to do what? Spark interest in what your organization does. This is brief, persuasive speech that you use to spark interest in what your organization does. You can also use them to create interest in a product, idea, in a project, a product, or an idea, or even to ignite interest in yourself. A good elevator pitch should last not longer than a short elevator ride. That is the essence. That's where the name came, elevator pitch. What can you pitch to me in an elevator ride, which is usually between 20 to 30 seconds. But in skyscrapers, when it can go up to like a minute, what can you tell me within 60 seconds and not be able to monopolize the conversation? So this is the essence of elevator pitch. If I meet you in an elevator, 20, 30 seconds that we're taking from one floor down to the ground floor, what can you tell me? And this thing must be interesting. It must be memorable. It must be brief and clearly expressed. So they always need to explain what makes you and your organization and your idea or your product unique. Within 20, 30 seconds, you have rehearsed and practiced what to say that will make your organization, your product, your idea unique. So you are just bringing out that unique aspect and you are using it to spark some form of interest in people. That is the idea, not just to talk to them, but to talk to them about what you do in a way that they will become very interested in you. That is the technique behind, that is the rationale behind having an elevator pitch. Okay, so how do you now write a powerful elevator pitch or a killer elevator pitch? You have to have some, you have to take some, Okay, so let's look at some of the steps that you can use to write an elevator pitch, a powerful elevator pitch. It takes time. It takes time to get the right pitch. So you might need some time. You might have several versions of it before finding exactly one that is compelling and that it sounds natural, because the pitch must sound natural. Even though it's prepared, it must sound natural, as if you are just saying it for the first time. And your mannerism and your movement and gesticulations must appear, if you have practiced it for a while, must appear as if this is the first time that you are doing it. So I'm going to give you some steps. You follow these steps, and each step will come with an example. I'm going to give you steps to follow. When you follow these steps, you are able to develop. By the time you are putting it all together, you will develop a strong, and you would have developed a strong and a powerful elevator pitch. Okay, so this is how it goes. Let's take the first one. The first step is to try as much as possible to identify your goal. What am I doing all this for? What is the essence of going into a pitch? What do I want to achieve? You start by thinking about the objective. In this first step, start by thinking about the objective of your pitch. For instance, what do you want to tell potential clients about your organization? Because it's a message that you're passing across. What is your message? What is the message you're passing across? It's important that you understand, have in mind exactly that message you are passing across. Do you have a great product idea that you want to pitch to your executive or to whoever? You have a great a new product idea that you want to pitch. What is that new product idea? Everybody needs to hear it, but the way you put it is very important. So your goal must be clearly defined in that area. Do you want a simple and engaging speech to explain what you do for a living? This sounds very simple, but it's very powerful. Because when you meet people, especially men, when you meet someone for the first time, oh, how are you? Maybe you guys are in a supermarket, or you are at the airport waiting for your flight. Oh, I'm Uche. What this one will say, I'm George. So what do you do? Is usually the first question. What do you do? So because that question is very important. That question is very common. So you must have an idea of what you do, but not just what you do, but what you do to an extent that will ignite interest in the mind, that will leave something in the mind of the person that you are talking to. So in case he needs your product or service, he will call you, or if he doesn't need your product or service, he will link you with someone that needs your product or service. So when somebody he knows, his wife, his friend, his brother, he said, oh, wait, I have a card of someone I met at the airport. This is his card. Call him. I think that he can he can offer you his services. From what he says, what he said to me, I think he's good. It's because your pitch was powerful to the extent that he's able to refer you to someone else. So you must be clear on what you want. Is it your organization, what it does? Is it a new product you're bringing out? Or simply the most simple but powerful, what do you do? Because every day somebody asks you, what do you do? So you must develop a powerful pitch to answer people what they do. Okay, the second step is to do what? Start your pitch by describing what your organization does. The first one is the goal, the motive behind your pitch must be clearly stated. The next one now is to explain what you do. Explain what you do. You start by describing what your organization does. Focus on the problem that you solve and how that helps people. Oh, don't come and say, oh, look, I have an organization, we're a logistic company, we do this, we do that, we have foreign partners, we have 10 acres of land somewhere, we have 200 staff, we have this, we have that. You know, when you ask people about what they do, they begin to tell you about their assets. They begin to tell you about the things they do. They are not telling you about the problems they solve. In explaining what you do, in the second step of building a powerful pitch is that you must explain what you do based on the problem that you're solving and how you have helped people. That's what we want to hear. Not how many staff you have, not having an office in Victoria Island, having one in Houston, having one in London. That's not what we want to hear. We want to hear the problem that you are solving, because it's not that those things are not important. Those things are important because someone will understand the assets that you have and they can value you based on the assets that you have. So it's important. But when you want to do a 20, 30, 60 seconds max pitch, you don't bring those things. They're not necessary. What is necessary is the problem that you are solving and how you help people. Then you must also add statistics. There must be percentage. Oh, I met this company and this company by meeting this company, by helping this company with their sales and marketing department. Now there's an increase in 50% of their marketing or their sales figures have increased by 50%. There must be figure. There must be statistics in every good pitch. Why is it important? Because certain people remember figures. They don't remember, like for me, I remember figures. I might forget what you say, but I remember figures. If you said many things, but you told me 50%, I will remember 50%. I will remember 50 million. I remember 5,000 because I'm good at remembering figures. So figures are usually good statistics, so that someone can say, okay, if I engage you, it means that productivity can increase by so and so percent, because that is how the workplace is wired in percentage, to see productivity increase in terms of percentages. So now it's important that statistics are there to show the value of what you are bringing, to show the value of what you say that you are doing. So the statistics must be there. So ask yourself this question as you start writing. Also, in explaining what you do, what do you want your audience to remember most about you? Is it the statistics? Remember, we're talking about help, how you have helped people, how you have solved problems. So you look at those two areas and you say, where in these two areas will I want my audience to remember me, to remember what I want my audience to remember me most about within these two areas? Oh, okay, I've helped people. What is that area that will create some form of sympathy or create some form of emotions, rather not sympathy, emotions in the mind and hearts of your customers? You say, why am I talking about emotions? Why do people do advert? Advert is to create an emotion within you, to create something within you that can move you to the extent of bringing out your money to buy. So it's an emotional play. It's about playing on emotions and playing on the minds of people based on the things that make them, that are interesting to them. So explaining what you do. Okay, now in this step, let me give you an example. Because see, it's step by step. Stay with me because we are taking 2 steps now. I'm giving you an example of how. There's no the example on the first one because you are the one that understand the message. So I didn't give you an example there because you understand the message. But in what you do, I'm giving you an example. So at the end of the day, we will now put all this together and you have a powerful pitch. So let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of how to explain what you do. Imagine that you are creating an elevator pitch that describes what your company does. You plan to use this pitch at a networking event. You could say something like this: for those in the tech world, my company writes mobile device applications for other businesses. That's what you do. Your company writes mobile device application for other businesses. But this is not very memorable. This doesn't say much. This is not interesting. This doesn't have anything juicy inside of it. So to just tell us plainly, this is what you do without solving, we are not seeing any problem you are solving. We're not seeing how you are helping. We're not seeing statistics within what you do. It might not have that desired effect. So this is an example. This is a better, let me give you a better explanation for what you do, not for the whole pitch. We are not come to the whole pitch. We are taking it step by step and building it step by step. Then we will add it up together, and you see how you can get a powerful pitch. So this example is for this particular stage, which is what you do, explaining what you do. My company develops mobile application that businesses use to train their staff remotely. So during this time of COVID-19, how to train your staff remotely is very important, might be very important to people, to a lot of companies, to a lot of big companies. This results in an increase in a big difference in efficiency for solving efficiency for an organization's managers. This sounds more like it, because now your company develops mobile app. This is the mistake most people make. They just leave it at that and expect their potential customers' mind to begin to run wild. It doesn't. Nobody has time for that. So you must be able to be specific on what you do. My company develops mobile app application that businesses use to train their staff remotely. That's one. That's solving one problem. This results in a big increase in efficiency for the organization's managers, helping the managers, training people remotely. So you can see that, oh, it's easy for someone to see, and just that interest will be ignited. I say, okay, I think I want to see you. Maybe I need to talk to you. Can I have your card? So this is what explaining what you do should be able to generate when you engage with people. So it's more interesting. It shows the value that you produce to the organization if you explain it in this way. Okay, let's get to the third one. The third one is to communicate your USP. What is your USP? Your unique selling proposition. Your elevator pitch must need to communicate your unique selling proposition. And how do you do that? Identify what makes you you. What makes your organization and what makes your idea unique. To develop a powerful, unique selling, proposition is what makes you as a person, what makes you you, what makes your organization different, what makes your idea different and unique. It must be clearly stated. It must be clearly voiced out in a powerful elevator pitch. So you will want to communicate your USP after you have talked about what you do. See, follow me step by step. Your goal of the pitch. The second one is what you do, explaining what you do. The third one is communicate your USP, unique selling proposition. It comes immediately after what you do. So, because it's important they flow that way so that someone's mind can go through it and understand what you do better. Okay, let me give you an example of how to develop a USP, a unique selling proposition. To highlight, what it does is to highlight what makes your company unique. That's what we want to achieve here. In this step is to highlight what makes your company unique. You use a novel approach. We use a novel approach. Unlike other developers, we visit each organization to find out exactly what people need. Although this takes a bit more time, it means that on average, 95% of our clients are happy with our first version of their app. What am I saying here? Look at what this communicating your unique selling proposition means here. Let's break it down. You see, they are saying that we have a novel approach, which is unlike other developers. Now you are brought in differentiation. So what is bringing about this differentiation is, what do you do that makes you different from others? They say that they visit each client. So it's a personalized service, is a customized service per client to find out exactly what they need. So what they are telling you is that they go through the extra effort to give you a customized touch. They're not giving you something generic. They're not giving you something that everybody else has. They will come to your organization to find out exactly what you need. They will visit you to find out exactly what you need. This is their novel approach to make them different. Okay, and they're saying because of the time that it takes, it says that when they hit it, 95% of the time they hit it right, and their clients are happy because they take that time, and that's what makes them unique. That is their unique selling proposition. Is someone getting me? Because it's not just talking about, oh, we are different. How are we different? And what makes us different? And what is the work we put in that makes us different? All this must be in your pitch. And just stay with me. By the time we round this up, you will now see the pitch, how powerful a pitch can be, because a pitch has to have all these elements within it. Okay, number 4, after you have done your unique selling proposal, you must ask questions. You must engage the customer. You must involve them in what you do. So you must engage your audience and involve them. How do you do this? You have to prepare an open-ended question. Prepare and ask them an open-ended question. What is an open-ended question? Questions that you cannot answer with a simple yes or no. Questions that cannot be answered by yes or no. So what needs to be done is that you have to involve, you are involving them in the conversation. You are bringing them out. And in bringing them out, you are also enticing them more. Once they begin to answer you, it means that you have enticed them to a certain level. It means that they are interested to a certain level, and you are now drawing them in closer. You are bringing them in closer by engaging them with that question. So make sure that you're able to answer any question, because as you ask them questions, as they are answering, it's generating other questions they will be asking you. So make sure you are prepared to answer all questions that might emanate from the things that you are saying, so that you don't look unprepared or unqualified for what you are asking. Okay, let's see an example of a question you might ask them. So what does your organization, so how does your organization handle the training of new people? You didn't ask him, does your organization train new people? Because he can answer you yes or no. What you are saying, how does your organization handle the training of new people? So you start, this is what, okay, COVID-19, maybe we are not training that much because COVID. I say, no, but we can train virtual with Zoom, with all that. Now you can train. So now they are talking, and as they are talking, you are drawing them in more. And they are seeing your unique selling proposition. They are seeing the way you are doing your thing. So you are drawing them in. They must answer you, because you did not ask them yes or no question. This is how it works. Okay. 5, the 5th step is now put it all together. All these things that we have said from the step 1 to step 4, put it all together. When you have completed each section of your pitch, put it all together. Then read it out loud and use a stopwatch to time how long it takes. It should not be longer than 20 to 30 seconds. When you have put in your everything together as you have prepared it, get your stopwatch. It should not be more than 20, 30 minutes. If it's longer, then be trimming it until you get to the perfect time that you want. It should not be more than 60 seconds, but the shorter your pitch is, the better for you. So you can make it 30 seconds. You can make it 20 seconds, depending on what you do, but it should, under no circumstances, be more than 60 seconds. Otherwise, you risk losing the person's interest, because now it's you're talking too much. It appears you're talking too much, and it's also like you are monopolizing your the conversation. When certain people feel that you are monopolizing the conversation, what they do is that they just switch off. This one wants to hear, likes to hear himself speak. This one likes to hear himself speak. So they'll just let you speak, and you guys go. No, that's not what we want. We want to make impact that leads to further meetings, that leads to closing of sales. So we cannot just talk like that. You can't monopolize conversations or risk losing the people's interest. Okay, try to cut out, by the time you put all together, cut out things by following this procedure, things that they are not absolutely necessary at that time. You can cut off some certain things so that you can have a powerful pitch under 60 seconds. Remember that your pitch needs to be snappy and compelling. So the shorter it is, the better it is for you. So let's have an example now of a altogether put together pitch. So here is how the pitch will come. My company develops mobile application that businesses use to train their staff remotely. This means that senior managers can spend time on other important tasks. Unlike other similar companies, we visit each organization to find out exactly what people need. This means that on average, 90% of our clients are happy with the first version of their app. So how does the organization handle the training of new people? Simple. So you see, I've put it all together, and I removed some certain things, and I even made it better. And if you time yourself, you can see all these things in 30 seconds. Let me repeat it again for those of you that cannot see my slides. Let me repeat it again. Everything put together from step 1 to 4. My company develops mobile applications that businesses use to train their staff remotely. This means that senior managers can spend time on other important tasks. Unlike other similar companies, differentiation comes in now. We visit each organization to find out exactly what people need. This means that on average, 95% of our clients are happy with our first version of our app. Interesting. So you now ask the person to engage and draw them in. How does the organization handle training of new people? Now you have put them on the spot. Now you've excited them, put them on the spot, and you are drawing them in. And this will lead to igniting some form of interest and seriousness. People will begin to take you more seriously, the things that you say. And who knows, you can close the deal by this powerful elevator pitch. This is what it means by having a powerful elevator pitch. Then the 6th step after putting it all together is practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. Remember, how you say it is as important as what you say. How you say it is as important as what you say. So you need practice. If you don't practice, it's likely that you will talk too fast. You will sound unnatural. You will forget important elements of your pitch if you don't practice. When you practice over time, for a month you are practicing this thing, it becomes more like second nature. When you talk about it, you can even play with some certain words, but the same meaning, and it looks natural because you have practiced over time, you know. So if you don't practice, it will look like you're talking too fast. We don't want your client to think that you're talking too fast, because they will not be able to grasp everything you're saying. You don't want your potential client to think that what you are saying is unnatural because of the way you're saying it. or because you're trying to say these things, you've not practiced, you forget your important lines. So practice your pitch regularly. The more you practice, the more natural your pitch will become to you. You want it to sound smooth, like a smooth conversation, not an aggressive sales pitch. We are not doing aggressive sales pitch. It has to flow naturally. Make sure that you are aware of your body languages also as you talk. Talk confidently. Talk like someone that has done this over time. And in fact, you'll be doing him a favor. Let your body language be natural, be calm as you're saying it, so that it looks, people are looking at how calm you are when you talk about your product or service. When they see that you're calm, the first impression is that this person might be dependable. This person knows what he's talking about because he's saying it in a calm way. And that in itself will give boost confidence in the mind of your potential clients, and they will be listening. And you might just close a deal from that. So you can also practice in front of the mirror. I used to use mirror image many times, many years ago. Better yet, in front of people. You can get your colleagues, your family, your wife, your kids, do a pitch and let them tell you how and what they feel. As you get used to delivering this speech, it's fine to vary it a little. The idea is that it doesn't sound too stereotyped, that you're not mixing, you don't even want it to sound as if it's prepared. Even though it's prepared, you don't want it to sound as if it's something that is prepared, something that is regimented. It should come naturally. So practice does that for you. And so it's important you keep practicing it until you know how it works out. Let me give you 2 tips that you should know when you're doing an elevator pitch. Keep small takeaway items with you, which you can give to people after talking to them. Things like a business card, a brochure that talk about your product idea or business. You must have a brochure. You must have a card. If you don't have a brochure, I always have a soft copy in my WhatsApp. I always have a soft copy of whatever I'm saying. So as we're talking, I get your number. I just send you my brochure, the soft copy of my brochure, to your WhatsApp. And the soft copy of my brochure is not many pages, maybe 4 or 5 pages. It's done in such a way with pictures and with words that someone can just relate with it easily, and put your number, your address, and the things that you do. I always have that in my WhatsApp that I send to people. So you must be prepared. Have that at the back of your mind. Another thing is to tailor your pitch to suit the different audiences. So one pitch is not for all. As in, the content the message might be the same, but you have to tweak it a bit depending on who you're meeting. But the flow, take the same flow, take the same steps, and develop for your different audiences. It helps to have it at the back of your mind, at the back of your fingertips every time that you want to talk. Let me just give you 2 elevator pitches example. Those of you on Facebook and on Instagram, please, maybe you next time try as much as possible to see if you can switch to Zoom. With Zoom, you can see the slides and see the pictures of some of the things I'm talking about. But all the same, I'll try as much as possible to make it more real to you guys, because I saw some powerful elevator pitches that I want to share with you. Okay, so let me just share this one. Elevator pitch to ignite interest. Hi, my name is, you put your name. My company develops like this particular pitch. You say, my name is this. My company develops and designs personalized online sales funnel. That means you have talked about what your company does. That means 2 things. 1, online customers will enjoy flawless user experience tailored to their needs and interests. Now we've come back to what we learned about the problem that you're solving and how you are helping people. 2, our clients get automated solutions that dramatically boost sales which is your unique business proposition, which is also how to help. We help our last client. You must make reference to what you have done. We helped our last client increase online revenue by 120% month after month. Add numbers behind the result is very important. Then this is your pitch. Then you ask them, does your company have any experience with e-commerce automation? So with that, you're engaging them and drawing them. This will work. Why? Because it ignites interest, because it presents the hard facts and then follows them up with numbers that move the needle. So people like to see that percentage. Please put it there. That statistics is very, very important. It can be an exciting way to gain a new client and ignite interest in people. Let me give you another one. An elevator pitch to attract investors. Some people don't know how to attract investors. So let me give you an example to attract investors. Has there been, this is coming like a story. Has this ever happened to you? You are rushing to get the kids out of the door in the morning so you can get them to school on time and not be late for an important meeting. Is bringing out the problem that parents have. And then you realize you can't find your car keys. So this elevator pitch started with the problem, identifying the problem. This happens all the time to me. In fact, did you know that the average, now we've come back to unique selling proposition, do you know that the average suburban professional misplaces their keys more than 5 times per month? That's more than 60 times per year. So you can imagine the number of the suburban professionals within an area or within a country. So you are now talking about volume. You are giving, this is sparking, ignite interest in every investor. Oh, okay, if one person can happen to somebody 60 times in a year, times maybe 1 million people, is giving you the market there. Using Bluetooth technology, that's more than 60 times per year. Using Bluetooth technology, I have created a low cost, is offering that help, that solution, a low cost key that helps people find their keys and other lost items in record time, making it easy to get out of the house on a busy morning. We've got a working prototype that now we are looking to raise funds to go into large-scale production. So you just met this rich man at a cocktail, and the guy asked you, "Oh, what do you do?" "This is what I do. Because of this challenge, I had this challenge as a parent. Because of this challenge, I have developed this Bluetooth technology so that people within my people like me should not be able to have this type of problems." So, and now we have produced some. This is a sample, or you can show him a picture. Now what we're waiting is, we were waiting for funds. We're talking to investors so that we can go into large scale, investment. We've got some new team members on board with extensive manufacturing experience and supply chain expertise. So we are hoping to get into the market in the next 6 months. You have made your pitch. Why it works? Why does it work? The only thing missing is the name introduction. But with the landslide of information, it's easy to see why investors want to learn more about what you have just told them. Not only is this elevator pitch transparent in terms of where the customer is right now, but it also has an air of confidence too. So the investor can see everything. Oh, okay, the problem is there, the market is there, okay, and they already have the technology. It's not that they're looking for technology. Okay, they intend to launch in 6 months' time. They're just looking for funds. Okay, if it's interesting, you can say, so how much are you guys looking Then you tell him, okay, we're looking for 100 million. Okay, fine. Can you come over? Let me get someone to call you, talk to some of my people, and see if we can become part of this company. You've done your elevator pitch to become to an investor. So all these steps you have put in place, and you have just used a storyline to draw them in, and it works. So this is what you are doing. Anywhere you are, you meet anybody, you are raising funds. The objective of this is to raise funds, and it works wonders for you. Okay, there's also what is called straight to the point elevator pitch, that you don't have to waste too much time. Hi, my name is, an example is, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm the founder of Merchant Machine, an imaginary company. We make it easy to say thank you at work. Merchant Machine helps small businesses quickly and easily save money on their credit card, processing costs of comparing the leading options in the market. They've told you the solution they prefer, and the problems, how they are helping people, is completely free to the end user. There is no, which is now their unique selling proposition, is completely free to the end user. There are no obligation, and takes just 1 minute to do. Can we set up a time to chat tomorrow? For this type of straight to the point pitch, there is no embellishment here, but you just have enough information to consider setting up a meeting. This pitch is good, most effective when it's via email, or maybe you meet someone in LinkedIn. This is good for LinkedIn because it's for professionals, and you're going straight to the point. LinkedIn is not a social, so it's not a social handle where you go to socialize. It's there for business. So if you see somebody there on LinkedIn, you just wire him this type of information. It's called straight to the point elevator pitch. Everything is there, and it's just to ignite interest. And once the interest is there, also an email. Maybe you are sending out an email to someone you don't know very well. Please let it be straight to the point. Don't write too long. The other ones we talked about is one-on-one, face-to-face, so you can talk to them. But this one is, we're looking at 60 seconds read. 60 seconds read. So they can look at it, read it, and run with it immediately. So this is straight to the point elevator pitch. Okay, so in summary now, whether you are trying to raise funds from an angel investor or a venture capitalist for your business, or you just want to perfect your business strategy, a solid elevator pitch is an essential tool for achieving your goals. Elevator pitch that describes your business in a nutshell and can be delivered as a speech, ideally not more than 60 seconds, or a one-page review of your business if you want to send it to via email or LinkedIn. An easy way to think about elevator pitch is an executive summary that provides a quick overview of what you do and the details why you are going to be successful, or what the details of what you are doing. This is the summary of an elevator pitch. Thank you for listening to me, but I leave with this. Look, elevator pitch is something everybody in life needs to have. It is something you need to have, this elevator pitch, because you use it everywhere, at home, with your kids, everywhere. Just don't talk. Just don't talk because you can talk. Talk because you have content that you are prepared to suit a particular person. Whoever you are going to meet, take these 4 steps. Prepare yourself for that pitch. So when you go there, within 1 minute, you have hit it. It will spark that interest. Then they begin to talk. You will know when you have made an impact, because you're losing the tongue of your prospective clients. They begin to talk. They begin to ask questions. They will begin to ask for your card. They will begin to ask for your brochure. They will begin to ask for your office, because you have hit it. Just 1 minute. has taught many people to become multimillionaires. Just 1 minute. Because let me tell you, there are over 100 million people that are doing what you are doing. There are exactly over 100 million or even more doing what you are doing. The difference is in elevator pitch. The difference is in elevator pitch, because this is where the differentiations lie. The differentiation lies. This is where you make that difference. This is where your voice becomes loudest in the midst of other voices. You know, other voices are just empty words, but since your own is prepared, and prepared with a mission to impact, prepared with a mission to ignite, once you have that at the back of your mind, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. You will get that interest, and it goes from there. So this elevator pitch is important. For those of you that are my mentees on WhatsApp, please, now is their assignment where you develop your pitch. I will send in an example, 1 or 2 of the examples to the WhatsApp group so that you can use it, develop a powerful pitch. But if you already have it here, develop a powerful pitch, those of you in my mentee group, and please send it to the group. Don't send it to me directly. So let all of us know what we do. Who knows, within that WhatsApp group, we might begin to transact and do business together. So send me that elevator pitch there. We'll look at it. We'll learn from each other in that place, and it will be exciting. If you want to join my WhatsApp group, the group I Meant to Greatness, follow this link. Banji, please put the link on Facebook and Twitter, and also put it on Instagram. Also put it on Zoom. It's link 3 / which one? It's like LINKTR.EE/Uche Onochie, one word. Link 3 link LINKTR.EE/Uche Onochie. They will put it at now. Banji will put it now for you guys to be able to get, if you want, or you know someone that wants to be in an enterprise and leadership platform where they learn. These are my mentees. I want to train to greatness. You can join there. But if you join and you've listened to this, I also expect you immediately to start to prepare your pitch. I'm sure the next couple of weeks will be interesting to hear your pitch. Please, is an assignment that all of us need to do so that we can grow, because that greatness is a must. Thank you guys for listening to me. God bless you guys. Have a good night rest.